Hello! Welcome to the video! Welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to Melorio. I'm Alex, and if you're new here, you should really subscribe and like the video. I'm making this video because I feel like this is really useful to a lot of people if you're getting any type of surgery, really. Just to hear like any stories or whatever. I know that I personally was really scared when I was going to get my surgery. The surgery that I got was called a bilateral breast reduction. I can show before and after pics, like just of like me in like an outfit or something like that. But yeah, I tried to like save all the videos and like different things like that, so I could document it and then talk about it. So that'll be included in the video. Do I regret getting it? I feel like that's a question that a lot of people would ask. I do not regret it at all. I'm super happy I got it. Sometimes I feel like I take it for granted because I'll be like chilling in my chair and I'm like, oh man, my back hurts. But I'm like, doesn't hurt as much as it would if you didn't get that surgery. I don't know. I feel like that might be a dumb way to look at it, but that's just how I look at it. I'm also really nervous that I have like a double chin right now because I get really insecure. But speaking of that, the surgery definitely helped with confidence. I feel like I can fit into more outfits. I feel like I feel lighter. I feel I feel so much better. I have like really really bad like problems with like being insecure about my weight. So this like kind of helped because I feel like it made me look a little bit skinnier. I feel like, maybe, I'm not sure. I'm gonna pretend to be on my phone as this person drives back because they're making me uncomfortable because they're in a truck and they're probably somebody I know. I'm gonna pretend like I'm talking on the phone right now. So I still kind of like struggle with the whole feeling like I look big. I do not know why I'm so obsessed with it, but it's like it really bothers me. I am super happy that I got the surgery. So how it went basically is like I went to my family doctor. We were chit-chatting, you know, talking about life. Just kidding, no, I was just telling her all like my problems. And I was like, I was wanting to get a breast reduction because I literally just looked at her. I was like, because and she was like, okay, and like she found a surgeon for me. Hopefully you can't hear the wind too much. It is windy as hell out today. So she recommended me a surgeon and he was really nice. I went in for my consultation. Yeah, I went for my consultation and he told me how he was gonna do the surgery, like where he was cutting. He like drew like a picture. So it was kind of awkward, and like my mom was in the room, and when we got out of there, like we had a good laugh because I said to her, I said, he held them like hamburgers. They did like paperwork back and forth, like my doctor and like him, and then they like figure out the price and stuff like that. I forget how much it was. I feel like that's not like super important because I'm like, not everybody is from Ontario. So they like they won't have the same price. Insurance covered like a hospital room. I wanted one that was private just so I could record myself occasionally, but I got one with 3 other people in it. I don't even know where to start. Okay, so we traveled to wherever I was getting this surgery, and like I'm like kind of nervous, but it wasn't really hitting me until like the day of. So we go there. It was pretty good, you know. Went to Red Lobster. If I go to Red Lobster, that's like my main goal when I go somewhere is a Red Lobster. Because obviously I don't live somewhere where there is a Red Lobster. How unfortunate. So we went to Red Lobster, you know, had a good little time, and then we're like staying in this hotel room. And the next day I had class so early in the morning. It's like 6 a.m. right now. Probably can't even hear me. It's really loud. Time for my Zoom class. So I still went to class. It was my first class ever. Did some drawings and stuff. So that was interesting. And then it was time for my surgery eventually. Like time to go in there and check in. So I go in there. They give me this big old bag to put my belongings in. I think that I even put Yeah, I put my phone in it because I put my purse with my phone and everything. I put all in there. And so I just like said like, oh, I'm going to surgery. Like, talk to you later. Basically, like, peace out. I'm like laying there. I think they had to put like in the IV in me or whatever it's called. I forget where they even put it. Like, I don't know if it was in my arm, my hand. I do not remember. I want to say my hand. People introduce themselves. They're like, okay, like we're the students that are like sitting in on the surgery, and I'm oh my god, the lady who helped with I'm not gonna pronounce this right, anesthesiologist, probably did not pronounce it right. It's the lady that is like a professional at putting you to sleep. The sweetest lady ever. Like, if she had Yelp, I'd leave a good Yelp review. She was awesome. She made me feel so much comfortable. Like, out of everybody there, she was like the best. And then eventually it was time. And so they wheeled me into the surgery room. I still remember what it looked like. It was like not what you expect a surgery room to look like. And like also, I don't believe it was like super dark in there. Like, I think they have everything lit up a lot. But like in the movies, it's always dark. So I'm wondering if maybe they turned lights off when I went to sleep. If they turned their lights off when I turned my lights off, I'm not sure. But they wheel me in there, and then they put you onto this like really skinny table, like it's a surgery table. It's so skinny, and it was just weird how skinny it was. And then they like strap you in, which is fucking bizarre. I'm gonna be honest with you. This part like fucked me up just a little bit, because I was like, whoa, we're strapping my legs in? We're strapping my legs in? They just strapped my legs and like the rest of my body, which makes sense. You don't want to fucking fall off the surgery table. But oh my god, it was just so bizarre, because I was like, I've never been like strapped in. And then that's when I was like, oh, this is getting real. I started having this like mini silent panic attack, because that's how like almost all of my panic attacks are. I'm not loud. I just silently shake and cry. So I'm starting to have like a little bit of this like anxiety, and they noticed that I'm like tearing up quite a bit. And I was also just like, oh my god, these people are gonna see my tatas. But it's fine. You know, there was like a bunch of students, they're learning. It's a learning environment, and I start crying a little bit. I'm trying not to. She's like, honey, what's wrong? Are you nervous? I'm like, yeah. And like, she's trying to like distract me. This is the anesthesia, I can't pronounce it. And she was like asking me about myself to distract me. And so she's like asking me what I like to do for fun. And I was like, hang out with my dog Oreo. Every time somebody asks me like, what do you like to do for fun? I'm like, hang out with my dog. Because it's like nice and vague, where it's like, I don't want to say like, oh, I do art or I do YouTube. I don't know, like, it's just like, when I say hang out with my dog, there's not a whole lot of follow-up questions. She might have asked my breed and then like what her name was. Like, her name's Oreo. And then like eventually I fell asleep. Oh man, I don't even remember. I think I just passed the fuck out. I do not remember though. Like, what, that must have been bizarre to watch. Just me crying a little bit and just going, It was like it was actually a really good sleep almost. That's what it felt like. It wasn't like you felt like you were like sleeping for a really long time, and you didn't know that what was happening. You just thought you were sleeping. You know what I mean? It was really bizarre, actually. I need to stop saying bizarre. How bizarre? How bizarre. So then I had like a dream. I had a dream during the surgery, and it was nothing to do with the surgery. Like, it was like what I'd usually dream about. Like, I was having a dream, and like, I think that I was like talking like earlier that day or earlier that week or something. I was talking to and he always hypes me up. It was like, you're a businesswoman, and like just like hypes me up and stuff like that. So I had a dream that he was hyping me up, of course. And I was just like, yeah, you know what? I am a businesswoman, because like I have Miles merch, but like I mean, I don't really take it like I take it serious, but not in the way where I'm like, oh yeah, like I own a business and I'm an entrepreneur. Because I always am like really shy, and I'm just like, yeah, I do stuff on the side. Sometimes I sell my art. Like, I'm just like not open about that. And I've had like friends be like laughing at me because I like tried to make a video that said like day in the life of a college student and small business owner. Like, that's what it is. It's a small business. So that friend can go fuck themselves. I woke up, felt the tube in my mouth, and I was like, ugh. Like it was fucking terrible, but I was still kind of out of it. So then I hear a lady say, get that tube out of her mouth. Like it's like, she seemed like she was just irritated that they took forever to take the tube out of my mouth because I started making noises with it. Because I was like, I woke up and I didn't know that they're putting the tube in my mouth because obviously they have to. Anyways, that's the first thing, and you know that's unfortunate, but it's not like it hurt a lot. I feel like that's another big question. Like, did it hurt? No. Like, I had drugs that like made it not hurt, and then eventually I didn't need the drugs because I healed enough. So like, yeah, it didn't really hurt for a super long time. Do not be scared. It's gonna be okay. It's not too bad. I also had to get liposuction like here, if you can kind of tell where I'm like pointing to. I had a liposuction because it wouldn't be proportionate if I didn't get it. So that's, yeah, I got it, and that's actually what hurt the most. I'm sorry if you are getting liposuction and are like nervous about it. That is definitely what hurt the most though. But it wasn't like unbearable. It was a strange sensation because they had to put drains in that would drain into this thing, and you'd have to milk the lines. I'm sorry if that's disgusting. Yeah, that's the first thing I remember is like having that friggin' tube in my mouth. And then eventually I came to, and I woke up. And I asked this nurse that's like right beside me, and because he's like helping me and like trying to give me like a Tylenol, a T3. He gave me a T3 as soon as I woke up, which makes sense. Like you would give them that. I'm gonna hold the phone up so it looks like I'm talking. I'm sorry if this is distracting. So I wake up and he gives me a T3 or whatever. But like first I'm like, did the surgery go good? And he was like, I wasn't in your surgery. And I'm like, could you at least tell me if I'm, you know, okay? He was like, I wasn't in your surgery. I'm like, oh, okay, damn, tell us how you really feel. And he gives me the T3, and you want to know what I say to him? This isn't candy coated. He was like, yeah, you take the adult ones now. And I was like, okay. I woke up from surgery and like, I expected him to give me a regular Tylenol. Like, I don't think that's what you want. So they eventually wheel me to my room. And my room consisted of me and 3 other people. So after the surgery, I must have passed out again when they're wheeling me back. I'm not sure. I don't even know if I remember them wheeling me to my room. I think I passed out again. Anyways, I wake up in my room and I say to the nurse, is my mom here? Like, or did you guys call my mom or something like that? I can't remember. And she was like, no. She's like, no, are you supposed to? And I'm like, yeah. Like, my mom's like waiting for me to be done my surgery so she can come and see me. And she's like, okay, like you can phone her, and like gets me my phone and stuff like that for me. And so I have to try and look through my contacts and look for my mom. And I'm like, are you kidding me? You guys don't have like my mom on file? You wouldn't call her and be like, hey, it's all done. Like, you just stick me. Oh, I don't know. I don't know. This is I fucking hated that. I was like, what if I phoned the wrong person? So I phoned my mom. And I'm like, hey, I'm done. She's like, okay. And like, she somehow found me. Don't remember how she found me, but she did. She found me. Perfect. So she comes in, and I don't remember a whole lot. I tried to talk to her, but then I kept dozing off. I would barely get through a sentence. I felt like she was there forever, but she wasn't.
What's that?
She got me to talk about Oreo.
Oh, yeah.
I miss Oreos.
Oh, I guess.
Because I kept falling asleep a little bit. We had supper, which I had like a soup, which was really helpful because I was not able to eat much. So the soup was perfect. Soup, maybe bread. I was having a hard time eating the bread. I think I had a hot drink, but I don't remember what type it was. Like maybe it was a tea. I don't know. So that's what I had for supper. And then I have some really funny videos of just me eating ice cream. it's just me eating ice cream. Like, I took it myself. Like, I kept taking videos of myself because I was like, I gotta get them for YouTube. I'm like, there's no way I can miss out on this.
Guys, like, I watch all these videos and I get interested by the right wing these crazies. But a lot of them will sit there right now because of COVID. They're taking all this stuff.
I don't remember a whole lot, but I feel like they weren't actually that nice to me, because I feel like they were more like, well, you can get up yourself, and I'm like, I'm really drowsy, I need help. Like, it's just like strange, like I need help getting up. And then I was able to go to the bathroom myself. My mom helped me mainly, like nobody else really helped me that much. It was my mom mainly that helped me. So when she wasn't there, it kind of sucked. So then I wake up in the morning. They were like discharging people, but they weren't like you couldn't just like leave. You had to wait till you're being discharged, which was really annoying to wait for, because I was like, oh my God, can I just leave already? So they're just discharging all these other people, and I'm like, hey, guess I'll wait. And so like my mom's there. I had like breakfast. Breakfast was not good. So then me and my mom peace out. Eventually, they have to wheel me in a wheelchair. My mom brings the car around, she picks me up. We're all ready to go. And I feel like we stopped somewhere on the way home, because I was like, you know what? I'm hungry now. Oh, my face is itchy. Oh, you know what? She got me healthy stuff, like some good stuff for after the surgery, because she knew I was not going to want to eat very much. But yeah, that's pretty much the end. Now I'm filming this like months later, but not a whole year. I don't regret it at all. I don't find that it hurt a lot. I am just like really happy and thankful that I could get the surgery. It's a shock for sure. When you get out of that surgery and you're all bandaged up, it's a real big shock, because you're like, oh my God, what did I do? But you didn't, like, it's nothing bad, because everything heals pretty good after. Like, you're gonna have some scars, but you can use stuff to get rid of scars and like fade scars. And over time they'll fade. If your significant other, like if you have one or whatever, if they care that you have like a couple scars on your chest, they suck. I'm a lot more confident. I can work out easier. I can just move easier. I can breathe easier. Things fit me better. Your shirts, some of your shirts may be a little stretched out. I'm going to be real with you. They might be quite stretched out. But yeah, besides that, I hope you guys have a fantastic day. I'll see you guys in the next one. Please like and subscribe. I'm trying to grow the channel a little bit. You know, we're just a little teeny weeny channel. But I post weekly, and I'm always down to chat and have fun. Comment down below anything you want. If you have any questions, comment them down below. Anyways, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace and love. Bye-bye.